Hi, I'm Monty Carlo with I work for Audio Analyst, and right now I'm out on the road with Ringo Starr and his 11th All-Star Band, and I'm taking advantage of Wave's new SoundGrid plug-in system with the Yamaha PM5D. I've been a Yamaha guy for a lot of years, mostly with the PM1D, and this year I was lucky enough to get this thing down to a 5D. And I heard that Waves had the SoundGrid going on, and I figured I'd give it a shot. And we hooked up with the SoundGrid. I've got two cards with 32 lines available for inputs, outputs, and effects, and blown away. On my bass player, Richard Page, he's my big in-ear guy. So on his vocal, I've got the R channel doing some slight EQ and compression, and the big thing is I'm using the R verb to just sweeten his voice up a little bit, and it's amazing. It sounds like he's in a cathedral. You know, I just ride that fader between songs, and when he's doing Kyrie, I'm sure everyone's familiar with just how that vocal sounds in the beginning. It's just huge and so natural sounding. It's a click of a button. The C4, again, Richard Page, bass player from Mr. Mister. The one plugin everybody told me to go to for the bass was the C4 multiband compressor, and just recall the bass settings. I did that, and I haven't touched an EQ, no filters on input or output, and the sound is just amazing in his ears. And he was blown away with the fact that his new little earbuds were sounding as huge as they are. And just being able to frequency select what you're going to compress is it's a nice thing to be able to do. Again, my guinea pig is Richard Page. Being one of the two guys that are on in-ears, it's easier to do plugins with him and have it less noticeable on stage when you're really messing with stuff. So he's got a lot of his vocal, and he stands right in front of the drum kit. So when he steps away, all you hear are cymbals and bleed from the drums. So it's nice using the vocal rider to keep my fingers free to work on Ringo's vocal or whoever's down center at the time, and not have to worry about Richard's. And it tightens up his mix a lot when he's not singing, and I can bring that level down. I've got some limiters on my keyboards and saxophones, and just to keep things a little bit interesting, I did an API on Edgar Winter's mix, just across the board, a general limiter to keep him from overloading the ear transmitters. Renaissance compressor, I'm using this on Edgar Winter's keyboards. I just wanted to be able to try out some different plugins and see how they worked. Everything works great, so you know, instead of just sticking with one thing like I could, I figured why not just do a few different things and see, you know, what pluses and minuses they have. I haven't really found any minuses, so it's just a click of a button to go in and load different presets for whatever plugin you're using, or a click and go to the plugin list, and you have so many options with the click of a button. You don't have to get on the phone and call the shop and have a piece of gear sent out if you want to try something different. And with the recallability, it's a no-brainer to say, let's try something. It doesn't work. You hit undo or recall your last program, and you're right back where you had been. No headaches, which is a big plus.